YouTube, how's it going? Frogs Angels is back with some more NBA content. Talking Carmelo Anthony. Sounds like something's about to happen very soon. Will he go to one of these teams? Will he be traded to one of these teams? Will they keep him? Will they buy him out and then he'll end up going to another one of these teams? I'm going to break it down a little bit here. Before we get into it, our subscriber goal is 10K subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so to help us out. We'd appreciate that very much. But looking at these teams, I mean, there's a couple I can take off the board right away. I'm going to take off the Cavs. I thought maybe they want to find somewhat of a LeBron James replacement. Do they have the cap space? Probably not at the moment. With LeBron gone, it could possibly happen, but I just thought that was an interesting team to throw up here. Trying to think next. There's two teams I want to take off, but actually I'm going to take off the Nets next because they just recently traded for Kenneth Faried. They use that cap space that they have to absorb the bad contract. So we thought they may do that with Carmelo. We thought Jeremy Lin may be involved, but he was just traded to the Hawks. So we could take the Nets off the board, basically. What they were planning on doing is done, just elsewhere. The other team I was really considering was the Lakers, even though intriguing that he could play with LeBron James. I don't think it happens. I don't want to completely rule him out, but I think these four teams are more likely where he could land or be traded to and then maybe land somewhere else. So we can see him hit multiple teams in the next 48 hours. We can see him hit two teams, be traded to one, and then bought out, signed with the other one. So Stephen A. reports that he's likely to choose the Bulls or the Knicks. Go back to the Knicks. That's kind of surprising. But that means he's choosing. That means he would be signing with those teams. So that means he would be bought out by somebody else. But I really think the two teams to look out for on this list to trade for him and then buy him out really is just one. I think the Chicago Bulls, which I have another video coming out, are really about the Bulls because they're making moves. They're planning something. They're about to have something happen. So I made some predictions, gave some key players. It's a separate video. Should be coming out around the same time as this one. I really wanted to get these out there because something's about to happen with Carmelo, with the Bulls. Are they related? Maybe. We'll see. Interesting stuff. But the Bulls, they could trade for him. They can keep him. They can trade for him. They can buy him out. He can sign elsewhere. I'll take the Knicks off next, though. I don't think it happens. Could happen, but I think these three teams are the main ones to look out for. The Heat, he was interested in going there to play, so I don't know if the Heat trade for him and then buy him out. I'd be surprised by that. I think they will end up, they're a team to look out for to end up signing him. And then the Rockets, recent news says they're the favorites to land him. So with that being said, I'll take off the Heat. I don't know if the Heat should get him. I don't know if it'll really help them at this time. I think it'd help the Bulls a little more because they do need a small forward pretty badly. They actually could be a pretty decent team, especially on the East, if they added a small forward. I still think Carmelo can play. I think people are hating on him a little too much. But I think the two scenarios here. Straight out of the Bulls, they keep him. That's scenario one. Scenario two is he's traded to the Bulls. They buy him out. He goes to the Rockets. So we'll see which one of those. But I feel pretty strongly that it's one of those. Some way since the recent news, I think he ends up on the Rockets. Obviously, I don't think they trade for him. I just think he ends up signing with them. They haven't done much. People may consider them having more of a poor offseason. Maybe that's just too strong, but they didn't get better, so maybe they get desperate, and this is something they do. Again, I don't know if it's that desperate because I really, people are hating on Carmelo too much. I think he can help a team out. Maybe a team like the Rockets isn't the right one with a guy like James Harden and Chris Paul that need to have the ball. Maybe that's why he didn't score more points is because he played with a Westbrook or Paul George. I think he'd play well on a team like the Bulls or the Heat. I just don't know if the Heat are right for him. The Knicks want to develop Kevin Knox in a similar position. They can make it work with both, but I see something messy happening. So if he is to stay on a team, I really like the Bulls, honestly. But because of the recent news, I think he ends up on the Rockets. Again, we had another video covering the Bulls. Carmelo's mentioned in that. Some predictions, some key players who the Bulls may trade away. That's all discussed in that video, so check that out. Maybe you already checked that out, and now you're here. So I thank you very much for you doing that. But if you already subscribed, thank you very much for that as well. Welcome back to the channel. But if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so to help us reach our goals, 10K subscribers. But that'll do it for this one. We got plenty other sports content on the channel and more to come. But that'll do it. Goodbye.